Okay, so all we're doing today is testing out this AI image generator. At first glance, I found this pretty cool, so I'd like to get an idea of what it's capable of.
Examples.
So this is an image someone else generated. So if you look at their prompt here, you're basically supposed to describe in as much detail what you want, and then you can indicate a style, things like that. So for example, if I want to try one in like a painting style, I can type Mark Zuckerberg mixed with Jane Fonda, surreal, scary painting. And this one gave me a pretty accurate result. Here's a great one by user Hanzo, very descriptive prompt and really epic result. This is an amazing one, smooth glossy wet river stones stacked to form a tower on a picturesque rocky stream with lush forest background, award-winning photography, hyper-realism. This one really inspired me, so then I typed my mom screaming at me because I forgot to put the pure pork patties back in the freezer. But of course, life can't be all fun and games. So let's take a look at the implications of a technology like this. So first off, I think it's important to say that I have no idea of the implications, nor do I care. So let's go back and look at more examples. So here's another one from someone else. DC Comics, Hawkman, superhero portrait, cinematic lighting, poly. Then I typed, what's inside of a quark? Riddle me that. Science. Maybe this is what is inside of a quark. It is a bunch of strings. So string theory. But if it is a bunch of strings, what's inside of those strings? Riddle me that. Science. Then I typed, happy cartoon egg, winner of the annual happiest egg in town contest. And I was pretty pleased with this. I was hoping it would give like a trophy or a ribbon, but nope, just a couple happy eggs. Then I said, life is equally infinitely appetizing and deeply horrifying at the exact same time. So it doesn't have to be like a painting or a photograph style. It can be any visual you want. So in this case, I wanted to try just a random logo. So I just typed Brain Driller energy drink. Logo design, exciting, bold, bright. And it wasn't very bright in the first trial. So I tried again and added to the prompt, intense colors, violent. And I was pretty pleased with this result. Okay, I'm gonna pause this right there for 1 second while I go grab myself a drink. Now I'm gonna have to decide what I want to drink. I could get a bottle of water, or a glass of milk, or a can of soda.
Or an ice-cold Brain Driller. The ultimate energy experience with flavors you know and love, like Apple Explosion. Now comes our long-awaited flavor, Heart Murmur. It's not so much an energy drink as it is a low-grade poison. Well, let's leave all those nitty-gritty details to the lawyers while we live the Brain Driller life.
The painful truth about the future of AI generators.
So if you think about where this technology is headed, I think it's pretty obvious if you extrapolate this, it'll start getting into things like, ouch, videos, movies, and even voices. So like, yikes, when you just like type a script and then that's all you have to do. Then you just hit a button and it'll spit out a whole movie for you. I think that's pretty far off right now. And even when it does come, I think it'll be iffy how compelling something like that, ouchie, will be to watch. For right now, it's only capable of images. So let's look at a few more examples.
Examples.
Then I typed marmot choking. I didn't quite get what I had imagined, so then I typed marmot choking, comma, terrified that its last breath will turn out to be its last. And not too bad. Then I typed evil Gandhi. Then I typed, how did our eyes get so red? Then I typed, what the hell is on Joey's head? Next I typed, the ego is an illusion, deny wicked consumerism, seek lowercase g God, and be liberated into the cosmic ether.
The miracle of innovation.
Earth. 2,022 years after the year of our Lord. Dark magic has become commonplace. We all have wizard rectangles in our pockets that can connect us through some unknown way to people on the other side of the globe. If you would have had this 100 years ago, you would have been drawn and quartered, and rightfully so. Modern medicine has helped us live so long. There's so many modern medicines. There are fresh, delicious bananas available in supermarkets very far from where bananas grow. So you see, as we march through the 21st century, our progress has surprised even the brightest tools in the shed. One thing that surprised me was how far along these AI image generators were. So let's take a quick peek at a few more examples.
Examples.
Then I typed polar bear fetish and got pretty close to what I was looking for. Then I typed spud web potato head. After that I tried hotel pools used to be fun, but now I'm numb to life. After that I tried ethanol as an inefficient fuel that only exists due to the corn lobbyists. Then I tried a jolly dude named James Porter, and it got a little more scary than jolly. Then I tried I used to like Mitch Hedberg. Then I typed too many crows to count. Got a few good ones here. Then I typed I'm lying in the bathtub right now and this freaking Keystone light isn't even giving me a buzz. Then I typed orange chicken cheap near me. So at this point I was basically just wasting my days typing things, and I got a very bad idea to try to write rap lyrics and then find images to match those.
I like king cobras.
Why?
They're an interest of mine. I've got 5 king cobras and they're all doing fine. Just lied. Only 3 are doing fine. 1 has the shits, 1 leads a life of crime.
After that I typed I wasn't fed any red meat as a child, and now I have some sort of high-functioning mental disorder, I think. I don't remember doing this one, but it says I did. A herd of demented goats, 3 wet sneezes. Then I tried a herd of demented goats again. Then I tried 3 wet sneezes again. I like this one. I think if you showed this to anyone, they would say, yeah, that's 3 wet sneezes right there. Then I typed Jupiter farting on Saturn, but Saturn likes it. And then at that point, I had to take a short break because my prompts were just getting weird and borderline disgusting.
And what's also weird and borderline disgusting? The amount of money Americans spend on their light bulbs. Are you tired of huge light bulb bills? Are you fed up with Big Light squeezing your hard-earned dollar with their green? Fight back with Dollar Light Club. For the equivalent price of a pack of cigs an hour, we send you any number of light bulbs you need for your house. That's less than $1 a light bulb. Dollar Light Club. Let's club them with light and save dollars doing it.
And I typed amazing charcoal portrait drawing of Tom Brady mixed with Burt Kreischer. And it didn't really pick up on the fatness of Burt Kreischer, so I changed it to amazing detailed full body drawing of Tom Brady mixed with Burt Kreischer fat. And I got several amazing results here. So at this point I wanted to focus in my prompts a little bit, so I decided to try several images just surrounding a random profession. So what I did is I built a very simple random profession generator. Okay, so it's pretty simple. You just hit this button, generate, and let's see. Okay, so dentist. So what I want to do while we check out these dentistry images is go ahead and call a real-life dentist.
Calling a real-life dentist.
Hello? Hello, yes. I'm looking to reach Dr. Danny Pigtits. Is this him?
Yes, this is.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, like I said in the email, I think maybe it's best we start off today. If you just want to say something to everyone that only a real dentist could possibly know, just so we can be assured you are a real dentist.
Okay. I did a filling today. It was
Got a photograph.
a class 1 occlusal. I had
I see your face every time.
about 3-degree convergence of my
Passion killer.
prep, I would imagine, which is ideal, as we know, in the dental
Photograph.
community. And
Look what you done to this rock and roll clown. Look what you done.
and I had about 2 millimeters of depth on the pulpal floor. Filled it with the composite. Took me about 15 minutes. Adjusted occlusion, no contacts on the composite, and polished up and sent the patient home. So did you need anything, or I have a very busy day. I don't
Yeah, of course.
just have an abundance of time.
Of course. Yeah, I think the main thing we're all looking for is just what you think of the episode so far. So if you wanted to give us 3 critiques or takeaways from what you've been watching.
Watching what? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, I think I'm having I think you're breaking up.
No,
I think
I'm
I have
not
some
breaking
audio
up.
issues
I
here.
can
You
hear
have to
you
get this
clear.
figured
You
out.
called me.
So unfortunately, Dr. Pigtits was having some audio issues on his end. So I decided we should just move on instead of wait for him to get those fixed.
3 slaps and a scream.
Then I typed 2044 US conquers Canada detailed map drawing of the invasion. Then I tried Jeff Bezos mixed with Macaulay Culkin inspiring portrait photograph 50mm lens realistic. Then I typed Tiger Woods Civil War general sepia old style photograph. Then I went with Death is Inevitable, How Did I Get Here, Where Am I Going, Disney Pixar animation style. Then I typed horrifyingly skinny basketball player. After that I tried I'm fat, hungry, and angry. Then I tried a real goofy sea creature. Make me laugh. Have fun with this one. And I think I laughed when it rendered this. I had no complaints here. This is a real goofy sea creature.
I wanna be free. I want a cabin by the sea. I want $5 million with the world to know me. I wanna be a shot caller, live life with no leash. But my mom keeps calling, saying shit about her knees. I'm like, Mom, why are you calling? I don't know shit about knees. She's like,
Why are they dying? Why don't they have leaves?
I'm like, oh, silly me. You're talking about trees. My mistake, Mom. I thought you said knees. Papa was a drifter. Mama was a smurf. I was 10 years old before I had my first burp.
And then after that I typed, boy, this episode is getting a little out of hand. I should make future content less ridiculous and confusing.
Did someone say ridiculous and confusing? To me, what's ridiculous and confusing is the thought that anyone would live another second of their life not being subscribed to Light Club. Light Club. We are savagely clubbing the competition, and not even the light of heaven will be enough to save them from the immutable fact that we save our customers fat stacks of dollars.
Storytime TM. Today's story is a movie script rough draft.
It was the first day of flight school, a cold December morning. Or was it March? Hell, I can't remember. Never been a big month guy. I was in flight school because I wanted to be a fighter pilot in the Air Force like my father had also wanted to be before he died of leukemia at the age of 14. So there I was, sitting in my flight school desk at flight school, eager to fly for the first time. The late great Tim Boyle sat next to me. He was a new friend. We had hit it off on that first day of flight school. But I was listening to the instructor's lecture on flight preparedness when it hit me. What was the real reason I was here? I realized I didn't have anything to prove to my dad. He was an asshole of a father in reality. Or so I heard. Of course, he died before I was born. I was actually conceived as a result of his wish for the Make-A-Wish program. Anywho, I was breaking down right there in class, starting to cry. All these emotions were flowing out of me. I sat and longed for a loving father. And that's when something else hit me. It was the fist of the flight school instructor. I had been sleeping with the flight school instructor's wife for some time. I suppose he had finally found out, and that's why his fist was colliding with my jaw in this moment as I sat in my desk at flight school. The late great Tim Boyle sat frozen in his flight school desk, not even jumping up to defend me. That was my first warning sign with Tim.
Examples.
Then I typed pure chaos. Then I typed big bag of beans, delicious yet terrifying. Then I tried grocery store receipt for a bunch of pure pork patties. Gimme unredacted CIA secrets, please. And it gave me this, so, I don't want to speculate, but maybe this is a secret. So after the instructor socked me a good one, he said something I still remember to this day. He said, "Thank you, pilot." I laughed nervously and said, for what?" He said, "For being an asshole just like your father." And what he did next, no one in flight school class could have predicted, not even the late great Tim Boyle. Then I typed the body wash grift, subtitle, it's just expensive soap. Pangea allegedly. Not sure what I was going for or what I got. Then I typed a new color, one that no one has ever thought of before, and it just gave me some weird blue. It did not give me a new color.
Are you a witch?
No, sir.
Good, what a relief. When I was 6, I got my britches stuck up in my teeth.
The flight school instructor just got up and left us, and we never saw him again. Flight school was different with no flight school instructor. Some would say he was integral to our learning. I would agree with that. The late great Tim Boyle used to joke that our flight school instructor had moved to Montana to be a lumberjack. But no one ever laughed at Tim's jokes. So the thing about this specific joke was we lived in Montana, so no one really understood why he kept saying the flight school instructor had moved to Montana. It didn't make much sense. I think if he would have used a different mountainous state in his joke, it probably would have been a winner. I mean, lumberjacks are hilarious people if you've ever met one, so that part of the joke he had right. Anyways, the point of all this is that the late great Tim Boyle was killed 2 days after the flight school instructor left us. So this was on the 3rd day of flight school, when Tim Boyle was killed. The late great Tim Boyle was killed. It was sad, but also a moment that changed my life. This moment changed my life because I was the one who had killed the late great Tim Boyle. I can't stand bad jokes. Following my public confession, I was under a lot of suspicion from law enforcement that I had killed the late great Tim Boyle. So I had to lay low and move around the country a while under different aliases. What I haven't told you yet, though, is the true reason I had to kill the late great Tim Boyle. Tim was a communist, simple as that. And not just your run-of-the-mill hippie, a full-blooded Russian commie. How did I know this? He told me on the first day of flight school while we were sitting in our flight school desks. So looking back, when he said this, he was kind of grinning and then chuckled to himself afterwards, so it likely was just one of his lame jokes. But of course I couldn't take any chances, so I killed him anyways. I did it with a gun in the flight school parking lot after the third day of flight school. That's when I killed him. The end, I guess. That's as far as I got. After that, I still had movies on the brain, so I tried National Treasure 7 movie poster, Nick Cage has Parkinson's. And got pretty close. I was hoping for some more gray hair, but I guess I didn't specify elderly. So then I tried again, National Treasure 7 movie poster, and elderly Nick Cage has Parkinson's. And this one's a little closer to what was in my head. Another good variation here. Then I tried Nemo didn't deserve to be found. Then I typed vintage travel poster for Uranus and got several results. Then after that, I typed the most absolutely horrifying image imaginable. Scare all the fluids out of me, please. Got a few good ones here. So we could do this all day. The point I'm trying to make is that we're just at the tip of the iceberg with this technology. And speaking of icebergs, here we go. Okay.
The actual
Here's
truth about the Titanic.
The actual story of the Titanic. RMS Titanic was a British passenger liner operated by the White Star Line, which sank in the North Atlantic Ocean on 15 April 1912 after striking an iceberg during her maiden voyage from Southampton, UK to New York City, United States. Of the estimated 2,224 passengers and crew aboard, more than 1,500 died, making it the deadliest sinking of a single ship up to that time.
You've reached Styrofoam Bonfire Global Headquarters and Learning Center. Who are you and why in the living fuck are you calling at this hour?
Hi, this is the dentist again that you just talked to.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Dr. Pig Tits.
Correct, yep. Same one. So
Terrific. I will pass along your call to our presenter. Please hold. There is an incoming call from Dr. Danny Pig Tits. Should I put Dr. Pig Tits through? Or would you prefer I tell Dr. Pig Tits to try back at a later time?
Yeah, sure, put him through.
Oops, I didn't catch that.
Put him through.
Did you say?
Foot and glue.
That is an unrecognized
Why
command.
would I say foot and glue? Put him through, please.
Whoopsies. I still didn't catch that.
Put the call through.
Okay, putting the call through.
Okay, Dr. Pig Tits.
Yep.
So you must have got your audio issues fixed, huh?
I never had audio issues.
Examples.
So the first thing I did, I typed mountain of credit card debt, hypothetically. Then I tried General Custer. Then I tried Bill Snyder engineered the greatest turnaround in college football history at K-State. Why is this not discussed or at least brought up during every college football game? And I mean every college football game. Then I typed, there's nothing funny about natural disasters. After that, I tried, my wife doesn't know how much I drink when I golf on Thursdays. So then I typed, I'm no history buff, but if you're getting scalped, you probably did something to deserve it. Then I tried Crazy Horse, the Sioux Warrior, dressed like Bill Snyder, scalping George Custer, dressed like Pain.
Okay, time for a very brief announcement. This goes out to anyone with a mouth, a stomach, $3, and a hankering for chaos. Now, what could you buy with those $3 of yours? You could buy a bag of chips that'll probably just get stale right away. Or you could buy 2 pounds of dry noodles. Or 10 pathetic bananas. Or a boring loaf of bread.
Or an ice-cold brain driller. The ultimate energy experience with flavors you know and love, like mutant magpie milk. Now comes our long-awaited flavor, Heart Burger. The FDA is riding our ass.
So you better stock up while you can.
Brain driller. If you don't buy one, I'll kick you in the throat.
Brain Driller by Johnson & Johnson.
A family company.